Welcome to a track nicknamed the Brickyard. Started with bricks before it hit pavement. We're at the infamous Indianapolis Motor Speedway. While famous and infamous, this track has resulted in a lot of stuff. Well, today, we're making some history. The Publix Series will be the first to run this track this season. Let's get us into our starting grid. On pole is Caden Gulo in the 48. Second is Coltrado in the 62. Third is Paxton Brandon in the 94. Fourth, Micah Sanchez in the 41. 5, Landon Slagan in the 91. 6, James Carney in the 66. 7 is Luna Morales in the 15. 8 is Bryson Moody in the 45. 9th is Ethan Eckert in the 22. 10th, Bailey Datz in the 00. 11th, Michael A. Good in the 25. 12th is going to be Snowflake Bells in the 10. 13th, Colby Brown in the 73. 14th, Jay Bergermouth in the 34. 15th is going to be Thomas Annunziata in the 70, with 16th being Sacramento Cali in the 4. 17th, John Bergermouth III in the 35. 18th, Daytona winner Josh Berry in the 18. 19th is going to be Casey Bristow in the 92. 20th, Jeff Bells in the 11. 21st, Sebastian Sapien in the 42. 22nd is Jax Holder in the number 12. 23rd is going to be Danny DeStasio in the 7. 24th, Zechariah Cartledge in the 61. 25th is going to be Talladega winner Nolan Crane in that 44, with Iowa winner Brian Post lined up next to him in 26 in that 8. 27th is going to be George Kerfitas III in the 64. 28th, Chase Ingram in the 01. 29th, Mr. Bear in the 36. 30th, Mellon in the 1. 31st, Jackson Cottingham in the 07. 32nd, Jingles Bells in the 19. 33rd, Gizmo Tech in the 38. 34th, Redding Cali in the 65. 35th is Gavin Smith in the 13, last week's Bristol winner. And finally, rounding out your field in 36 is Wyatt Youngblood in the 12. Well, we got a good one here, so we're going to take you trackside. Caden Gulo lines up on the pole in that 48 for the R2R Rejects team. Well, really looking, and we're going to go back to the man who qualified dead last, Wyatt Youngblood. Seems to have been having issues ever since he hit the wall at Dover. And when we really look at it, we really think that something may have happened with him, and we're going to continue to monitor it. But there may be a possibility that he gets bounced out of the playoffs if there's all new winners for us season. Wyatt Youngblood currently sits in let's see. Currently sits in 7th in the points after Iowa, which was 2 races ago. And well, realistically looking at it, he may have had issues after that Dover crash, because ever since that Dover crash, he has not been himself. So really looking to monitor him and how he runs through this race and see if he can get it back on track. Running off a great qualifying effort by Caden Gulo, as now he steps up with Coltrado, the 2-time winner on the season, in that Castrol number 62, the only car in this field to be fully locked into the playoffs. And really looking at it, this field looks to be a great one. Once again, we're winding down on the season. After this race, we will have 5 races left in the entire season, which means it's crunch time for some of these drivers who want to make the playoffs. And well, what a great place to try to get your first win in the Crown Jewel. It's not a Crown Jewel race since we're in the Publix Series, but it's a great track to get a win at. Some of these drivers, rookies. Some of them not. Some of them pretty good. But what we're really looking for is who can come out and win this race, and that's really what's important. That's why we're looking. 30 laps here from the PPG 300. It's PPG paints. They're good. We're really looking at some of these cars. Cole Trudeau looking to just extend the win title to 3 and try to push himself even more into the playoff bracket, especially because you get more points that way. That would be 15 extra bonus points for 3 wins. But here we go. Green flag is in the air. Kid Angulo gets a great jump off the start. Everybody else filing in behind as we head into turn number 1. The low banking here is what causes issues. And there you see Gulo trying to get away from the pack. And behind, huge stack up. So trying to get off the corner. We're going to go into our TV static. Cole Trudeau now drops to 8th. Now 9th. He's dropping back in the pack. And now onto the front stretch. Kid Angulo still leads. The real thing is specifically watching the rear of this pack as we look where Gizmo Tech is, and that Grillo's Pickles number 38. The most important thing in this pack is that if someone hits the wall, a couple cars are going to get involved. So it's the biggest thing, 3 wide in the back. Oh, Sebastian Sapien almost gets turned off the front bumper of the 01. That was close. They took it 3 wide there. And that's the one issue with taking it 3 wide, especially in the corners at Indianapolis. Through turn 1 once again. Oh, crash in front. And back across the field comes the 18. Collecting Jackson Cottingham in the process. Josh Berry, huge hit. Jackson Cottingham with huge damage on that front end. He's going to park that car. Huge damage. We are under our first caution, and well, you saw the lag. That was a huge crash. I mentioned, oh, never mind. It came right back across the field. A huge hit for the 07 and the 18. We're going to go back all the way. We're going to go back pretty far. We're going to show you what happened in front. Jeff Bells and George Kirifides got into each other. He got into the wall and then, oh man. Ugh, Josh Berry absolutely killed that 07. We're going to go on board with the 07. So from the front stretch, so Jackson Cottingham saw the whole entire way down. Into the turn, you see get turned in front, and then, oh man, huge damage. and he is off of the racing surface. One car in the pits, that's Michael Good. Let's take a look. We got some cars pitting under this caution. Does he have damage? It looks like it. That's a long pit stop. As we get up front, it's lap 5 of 30. .25 to go here, and we had a slight issue with the video, but we're trying to fix it. Trying to hopefully get the frame rate a little bit better, as it's been choppy during this race and obviously causing huge issues. Well, under caution now with 25 to go. Coming at 24 to go. Kiddingulo still leads. Green flag back in the air. Oh, Gulo out to a huge lead now. The rest of the field is going to have to find a groove. So we're going to take a look back in the field. Colchado down 8 spots now in the middle with some damage. Looks like he hit the wall early in the race. Behind him, Wyatt Youngblood up 12 spots. We mentioned him at the beginning of the race. He's up 12 from the starting dead last position. Still a lot of room to go. Zachariah Cartledge up 7 spots in that 61. Ooh, wow, he cut his teammate right off. And, well, I apologize for the sudden frame drops. It seems like the computer is not agreeing with me today. iRacing was, for some reason, doing it all day, so I think it's time for an update, but I'm going to try to get through this one, hopefully. 23 left, but Cup race is going to have to be postponed. Jax Holder up 14 spots, with Danny D'Estasio up 16, and he's fighting with James Carney. Caden Gulo still up front. Nobody's had an answer for him all day. George Griffith is in the third and the 64, and there was a car that was off track in the back. I think that was... Oh, John Bergman the third around. Huge crash in the back. No caution. Chase Ingram in the middle of the racetrack, trying to get it turned around. Gavin Smith currently in the pits. Caution is out now. We're going to take a look at what happened. Right as we said, somebody got loose. Let's take a look. Right here. Oh, John Bergman the third gets into his teammate. Oh, Casey Bristow gets right back into him. Oh, a huge hit for the 11 again, and turned around. We're going to take a look at Jeff Bells and his perspective in this, as he already was involved in a previous wreck earlier in the run, and right there you see them hit each other, get loose, across. Oh man, and right into the back of the 11 goes the 01, and big damage once again. Caution's out. Well, they're coming down pit road now. Big damage for all of them. There's now 3 cars out of this race. Gavin Smith a lap down. Seeming to get damage repair. I don't know what is going on with that 13, but he's been having a lot of issues lately. Second caution with 21 to go, and Caden Gulo still unmatched up front. And we got pit stops. Let's take a look, because some of these teams have better cars, and that's what we're really looking for in this situation. Angulo's going to come off of pit road first. Micah Sanchez picks up 2 spots as he moves to second. Bryson Moody also there. And we'll get ready to go green once again. And we should be going 1 to green once again. Well, 2 to green. Caden Gulo unmatched all day. And now, the real question is, can anybody beat him? And that's what we're going to see when we get to this point in the race. We got 19 to go. Most importantly, can anybody really come back and win? Green flag back in the air.
Green, green, green.
For the PPG paints. 300. And Ghoul just took off and ran away again. Bryson Moody now trying to chase down that 48. And while they're getting a line going. Getting a line going right there. Trying to catch up to this 48 who is running away right now. Oh, there goes the 64.
The yellow flag is out.
Caution is out. And a huge hit. I think. Doesn't look like that car has much damage on it. If he saved it, that would be an insane save. There we go. Coming off the corner. George Creevy III gets spun. Holds it down and saves it. Keeps it off the wall. Wyatt Youngblood also almost got around. We're going to take a look as well from his point of view. 12 of Wyatt Youngblood. Also getting into a little bit of a shimmy there. He's going to get into the 38. And what a save. Oh, and never mind. Huge damage. For that 12, who ran right into the front bumper of the 36. 36 had nowhere to go. And, well, that's just going to bring out our third caution of the day. Well, Youngblood now with damage, and that's realistically how his season has gone ever since that win. He's just started to, unfortunately, get into horrible situations that have just resulted in really big issues. Now the pace car back out, and we're under caution once again. Well, 15 to go. And once again, the caution is out here at Indianapolis. Really extending the race. But the issues... We should be once again going 1 to green as Gavin Smith gets that lap back. Well, looking at the playoff standings now, if a new winner happens this race, there's a chance that somebody will be going home. Once again, 2 to green. Most importantly, it's getting off the restarts for these guys on the top line who have been struggling all day to do it. And well, realistically, it's go or go home. Go or go home time for this team. 14 to go. We're under our third caution of the day. We're only halfway through this race so far. Ketingulo's led every lap so far. Most importantly for these guys is going to be trying to get him out of the lead. As we get ready to go green once again. Pitch car is off. Third caution. And we are rolling. Green flag back in the air. And Ketingulo gets a huge jump off the restart. And that may seal the deal if Micah Sanchez cannot get past the 45. They're going to have issues going into turn one. Side by side. Most important thing is trying to keep that gap slim. Micah Sanchez did good. He got into single file really early. But Bryson Moody's trying to make the pass. Micah Sanchez down the back straight. Huge crash. And we are going back under caution again. Well, it didn't take that long. Trying to see what happened here. Well, John Bergman up the third once again. Take a look at that yellow car. His teammate gets into the 19. And a huge hit for the 92. And once again. It's horrible. My Youngblood, I think, escaped from that wreck. So we could... I was going for with somebody who was involved. Jeff Bells. Here's the interior from Jeff Bells, who was involved in this wreck as well. Ugh. Almost went upside down. That 35 is destroyed. Jeff Bells multiple laps down. So once again, we're going to take it to a quick break. 12 to go. And we'll be right back.
Green, green.
Green flag back in the air. Now here's the real thing. 9 to go. Caden Gulo still leads. We're going to take a look back in the pack. Oh! Jax Holder knocks the 15. But no caution. Nobody went around. It was a huge door slam, though. Caden Gulo's basically won this race. He's gone. Somehow, someway, you can get away on a what could be considered a super speedway and somehow make it. That was close racing between Mel and George Kafidas III. That was, they were side by side. Sakurai cartilage up here in that 61 next to Thomas and Nunziata. Ultrado with damage. And now, over a second away, Caden Gulo from Micah Sanchez. He is gone. You would think somebody would be able to catch, but no. Somehow gets away. He is gone.
The yellow flag is out.
Caution comes back out, and it's going to be a huge crash in the back. Colby Brown is on top of another car, flips on his side, and it's the big one. Colby Brown on his side. I'll take a look at what happened here. Oh, but it looks like it all stemmed with James Carney. Oh, it wasn't even James Carney. Oh, yes, it was. Okay. Yeah, we'll take a look. Well, here we go. James Carney battling with another Ford Cup driver in the 00 of Bailey Datz. They get into each other. Oh, and a huge hit. And everybody else piles in. Sakurai cartilage involved. Oh, Wyatt Youngblood, another huge hit. Colby Brown went upside down. I want to take a look off the roll bar of this one, and then we could look at. Watches it happen in front of him, and then all of a sudden, oh, Nolan Crane got multiple cars involved, and then pushed on top of another car. That's a Bergermouth in that 34, and he just flips on his side. Take a look at Wyatt Youngblood, another hard hit, and you know, it's hard to see him keep hitting this hard as eventually it's going to hurt. And right there, slams right into the rear end of Sakurai cartilage in the 61, and Brian Post also with damage. Well, we're going to look from Sakurai cartilage's point of view. Sakurai cartilage in that Trading Paints number 61. frick is happening? He's trying to go through and... Oh, he just hits Nolan Crane. And wow, why Youngblood came in quick. Gavin Smith followed suit. Michael Good gets hit. Brian Post hits as well. Somebody else was caught up in all this mess as well. I think that was the 10. Snowflake Bells, yeah, who ended up turn 4. Here's what we're looking at from here. Oh, man. And just nowhere to go when Nolan Crane came out and everybody else just drives into the grass. One more view I'm going to look at is Jay Bergermouth's view after he got hit. So there's Jay Bergermouth in that 34. Right there. Just gets hit from behind. And then the rest come in. Oh my goodness. Huge, huge hits. And now with 5 to go, caution still out. Should be going green anytime soon, but in a situation where only 12 cars remain in this race, it's not fun to laugh whatsoever, but 12 cars remain in this entire race on the lead lap. And, well, as you can see, a big day for Tweeds Racing, as well as the R2R rejects in the 01. Now, it's a dash for the money. We're going to be restarting at 3 to go. And most importantly is that somebody needs to get that 48. As Caden Gulo has led every lap today. Out of all the 30 laps, Caden Gulo has led all of them. And, well, why is that important? Because we haven't seen this utter domination since the Cup race at Bristol, where Nikki Sophias led all but one in her win. And, well, it makes the racing unfun. Realistically, you don't want to see the same guy lead a race for 30 laps and then, you know, go on to win the race. You want to see some big battles. You want to see some tossing, you know, you want to see some tug of war up front, but Caden Gulo just found a way to do it. The officials are monitoring the start as well, and we will take a look at that as well. Let's see. Whenever Caden Gulo goes, most importantly, NASCAR is watching. And we're going to be watching as well. If he goes before the line. He went way before the line. That's not the restart zone. That's a penalty. That's going to be a black flag penalty. Caden Gulo will get a black flag penalty. Drive-through penalty for jumping the start. The most obvious jump. Didn't even try to go in the restart zone. Accelerated way before. Now the drive-through will have to be served during one of these laps, and that's the most important thing. Caden Gulo, black flagged. And them two hitting each other. Caden Gulo is going to have to pull it for the drive-through. There he goes, into the pits. A risky move to the end of this race. The jump start being enforced. And now with 2 to go, Micah Sanchez is your leader. The 48 jumped to start. And well, what happened? It killed his entire race. And that's why he was able to get most of those restarts. We were being relatively lenient with it, but right there in a late race situation, that is the most obvious jump start I've ever seen. The green flag wasn't even out, wasn't even in the start zone. Here's Micah. First season in the Publix series, but second season in the league. He's driving in Cup last year. And he'll take the white flag at the PPG 300. Angulo drops to 12th now. Still going to have a great finish, but not as good as a win, which will lock you into the playoffs. And here comes Bryson Moody! Bryson Moody down the back straightaway, side by side! Bryson Moody looking for his second win, which would lock every other winner this season into the playoffs. Jeff Bells crashes. Jeff Bells crashes. He's off the racetrack. Bryson Moody around turn 4. Micah Sanchez is going to have one more shot. It's not going to be enough. Bryson Moody's going to lock every winner into the playoffs. He's going to win his second race of the season. And Austin Mitchell Racing goes back-to-back in the Publix Series. What a finish. Here for the PPG 300, Bryson Moody coming out of nowhere, steals another win on the season, locks in everybody. Don't worry, Wyatt Youngblood. You could finish as bad as you want for the rest of the season, but you got to make it count in the playoffs. Bryson Moody wins the PPG 300. And now we will head to your race results when they become available. We can take a look at what happened to Jeff Belts while we're in this situation. This is what happened to Jeff Bells coming onto the final restart. Into the final lap. He's already 5 laps down, so nothing really to fight for here. Just looking to see what happened. Oh, and a huge hit. And they wrecked behind. Nobody else really involved, but a huge hit for that 11. And big damage. Alright, we do have our race results. Alright, race results. Bryson Moody is your winner. Micah Sanchez second. Sebastian Sapien third. Danny D'Estasio fourth. Landon Slagan fifth. Mellon sixth. Chase Ingram seventh. Sacramento Cali eighth. Michael Good ninth. Jingles Bellis 10th. George Kierfield third 11th. Kaden Gulo 12th. Luna Morales 13th. 14th is Eden Eckert. 15th Jax Holder. 16th Redding Cali. 17th Colby Brown. 18th Cole Trudeau. 19th is going to be Paxton Brandon. 20th, Snowflake Bells. 21st, Gizmo Tech. 22nd, Brian Post. 23rd, Mr. Bear. 24th, Thomas Annunziata. 25th, Jay Bergermouth. 26th, Bailey Datz. 27th, James Carney. 28th, Nolan Crane. 29th, Zachariah Cartledge. 30th, Wyatt Youngblood. 31st, Jeff Bells. 32nd, Casey Bristow. 33rd, Gavin Smith. 34th, John Bergman III. 35th, Josh Berry. And rounding out your field, in the 36th spot is Jackson Cottingham. We thank you for watching this race today, the PPG 300. What an exciting race. And, well, every winner from now on, a new winner will be locked in to the playoffs. We thank you for tuning in, and have a nice night.